So hey there YouTube, welcome back to another episode of Dreaming Reef. So for today, right, we will be going to scape this tank. So from the previous videos that you guys seen, right, this is the 25 gallon innovative marine lagoon. So the tank is pretty much cleared up, the wave is running, that's why you see that very nice wavy effect. So I'm actually going to scape this tank. So today I'm going to give you guys a little tips here and there on aquascaping. So it may not be 100% correct, this is just based on my preference and what I do prefer in a scape. So scape, right, comes in a lot of different types, so it depends on what you want to keep, what you are planning to have, how your tank is positioned, and then what do you prefer. So there are some people who like to do a very dense aquascaping where everything is filled with rocks, right? And then there are a couple of people who like the very minimalistic style, where basically they're just like one rock here, one rock there, and just that's it. So lagoon being a lagoon, right, because it's a lot shorter, there isn't really a lot of space where you can do a very high scape. So the next few things to take note, right, is where is it positioned. So this tank itself is being placed right at the corner of my house. So when I usually come in, right, this will be the angle that I will see. So you always try to do your scape from a high point to a low point. So if I'm looking at it from this angle, right, my high point will be the furthest end and then it drops in. So try to do it in a slope downwards. So ideally my high point will be somewhere here and then my low point will be somewhere here. So I might change it a little bit here and there, but then we will see how it goes. And we will move the scape around a little bit here and there, but then ideally is to get it somewhere about this height here, and then it slowly goes down to somewhere here. So I'll probably leave this side empty with just maybe just a rock here and something like that. So I did mention to you guys in the earlier video that this will be a mixed reef. So I may be doing a bit of SPS on this side, and then a couple of euphyllias here, and then my softies all right in front where it's a bit the low light area as well as the low flow area. So we'll see how that goes. We will try to scape this tank today. So without further ado, we will go to my not really live rock, but my rock section, and then we'll pick up some stuff from so there. We are back here at the live rock section. So I have quite a lot of rocks here. I have one that is still being curing. So it's a very small tank, so the tank itself is only about 60 cm wide. 60 cm long, and then about maybe 42 cm wide if I'm not wrong. So there's not really a lot of rocks that I can put in. So I'm just going to pick a couple of stuff here and there. So I have this nice centerpiece that I've done up earlier this morning, so I will be probably putting this piece in. So it's a few pieces here. So this is one structure on its own, and then I add top up the high point there, and then it drops back down to the low point here. So this itself should be about 40 cm wide, so it should fit in the tank nicely, but we'll give that a try later on. And then after that, so as you guys heard what I've mentioned to you guys earlier, right, you want a high point to a low point. So this is where you put the tank, right, so this is my high point area. So this is where probably most of the higher light demanding stuff will be up there, and then it slowly drops down here to this area here. So this will be the end with probably another rock somewhere about here, and then I have a little small slope down with a little cave here, a little swim through. So I did a little swim through. So I didn't really want to put all the way to the back of the area where I want to give them some space for my fishes to go in and then out around this area. So the wave maker will be somewhere here blowing this way, so it gives the tank a very nice circulation. And then over here will probably be all of my lower demanding stuff, my zoals, my mushrooms, so forth and so on. They will all be all around this area here. And then probably I'll do a little euphyllia garden somewhere here, and the other higher demanding corals will be up there. So this will be probably my skip. I will change a little bit or add on a bit when I move everything into the tank, and then we will see how things goes from there. So without further ado, we will start putting this into the tank, and then I will give you guys another update on how it looks like once we are done with the aquascape. Okay guys, so here is how the tank looks after the skate. So like I mentioned to you guys before, right? Earlier I wanted to do this side to be the high point and then slowly drops down, right? But then due to the rock work, after a little bit moves here and there, it's slightly different from what I expected because there's another high point here. So I have no idea whether I want to keep this little rock here or not because it's just being connected to one part. I probably can nip it off if I don't really like it, so just let it fall off like that. But then the scape itself is pretty much done. So we'll just walk you through on the entire scape. So this is from the top view. Okay, so as we see over here, right? So earlier on I said that, okay, so this area here, the back there, the higher end there, that will be more of my higher light demanding corals. And then over here will be the little plateau down to the sand bed. So here probably I'll do either my zoa garden or I'll probably do the Euphilia garden here. And then the zoa sections over here. Then the sand bed, I leave it empty for all the other stuff. I always wanted to keep a couple of scollies. So probably I'll have like 1-2 scollies here, a little space for my clam, and then another area there at the back just to keep other corals that is more low light demanding. So because the tank itself is very low, I have mentioned to you guys, right? So the skip cannot really go up that high, especially with the 2 nozzle on top there that is actually blocking up quite a good room up there. And at the same time, I didn't really want to put this rock too high up because if I put it too high up, right, I'm a bit worried that my corals might grow. I don't really have much room to grow my corals, so this is why I keep it this low first. So, and we can see, so like when we talked to you guys, right, about the little swim through. So this is one of the entrance of the swim through. It goes to the back area here, it comes up from the front, so it actually goes in this direction, or you can even go in and then you can turn the other direction also can. And it's pretty spacious at the back. So at the back you can see I try to leave a little bit room behind, so where the fishes can swim here and there. Okay, so for this tank there will not be much fish in it because like it's just gonna be a main reef. So and it's so small, this tank itself, this and the 14 gallon, right? I'm only gonna do like a very minimal fish. So as always, all my tanks will have clowns everywhere. So there will be a pair of clowns in the 14 gallon, you guys see it, and then there will be a pair of clowns in here. And aside from that, I'll probably get some very small cryptic stuff that will be weaving in and out of this tank. So this tank is mainly a showpiece for corals, and then later on there will be some little small fishes here and there just to add a bit of movements, a bit of something that when you see, right, is something that you will really spend time to go and hunt for them. So it's going to be cryptic stuff. I have really no idea what I want to get yet, but we will see how this tank goes in the 2020 ahead. So yeah, so I'm pretty much done with my scape. I didn't really use any like epoxy or real cement onto it because I'm a very fickle person. I always tend to change my scape pretty often. So it's not a good thing and it's not a bad thing as well because firstly, if you always change your scape, right, you don't really have stuff that matures nicely. So like if you have a scape, you've confirmed this is what you want, you leave it there, you let things grow all over it, right? By next year, end of next year, right, we will be able to see a very mature tank. So I try to do this once and for good. I'll just leave it like this, and then hopefully by the end of 2020, right, I will give you guys a much mature tank compared to what you guys see over here. And probably in 2020 December, we will be seeing a mature tank full of corals, couple of fishes in here and there, but then we will see how it goes. So we have done with the part 2, the episode 2 for the 25 lagoon tank build. So the next up will be actually adding in my inverts and my corals. So I'm just going to let this tank cycle for now, and then I will start to put in a couple of easier corals to test the water, to add a bit of inverts here and there. Yeah, the couple of tuxedos, the bigger tuxedos will be coming in here, the snails will be coming in here, and then once everything is settled, stable, right, the next upcoming couple of videos will be on corals, will be on the livestock, the pair of clownfish will be coming in. The fishes are currently being quarantined right now, so I will not show it to you guys. Once they are done, I will show you what designers I've got for this 25 gallon build. And then Later on, we'll give you an update on the equipment wise. I'm still not done with what schema I want to run on this tank, and then whether should I do a reactor and also the refugium, how to actually do the refugium site. So without further ado, if you guys want to keep track on the 25 gallon build, right, do subscribe to the channel, like the channel, share the channel. If you are very interested in getting a 25 gallon build and you want to know how is it like, what are the difficulties that I've been facing in building this tank, do stay tuned to the channel. Regardless if it's 25 or the 14 gallon, right, I will give you guys an honest update on what's going on, what are the difficulties, so forth and so on. And hope you guys enjoy all the videos that I've been giving you guys for 2019. So we have come to the end already. It's Christmas week, so I would like to wish everybody a early Christmas and a happy new year for all of you guys, and I will see you guys real soon.